I grew up not knowing what I wanted to do in life. In high school, it seemed like most people around me had it figured out. I would ask myself, what do I enjoy doing? At the time, what interested me the most were sports and gaming. But with gaming, it was more than just an interest. It was a passion, and I never thought I could build a career around that. If I had known that running a custom gaming controller business was an option, man, would I have been excited. My interest in business really began when I realized I could create my own path with no limitations and endless possibilities. My dad is a business owner himself, and it was his encouragement that pushed me even further down the path of defining my own future. Finally, in June of 2015, my brother and I launched our own custom gaming controller business. We initially called our business OC Gaming, which is a combination of our names Oakley and Cooper. We would fix broken controllers from eBay and customize them with different color combinations. This whole operation was taking place in our parents' basement. We literally started in the basement, below the ground floor. As time went along, we ran into our share of roadblocks and setbacks. We taught ourselves how to repair, customize, and even list our products online. Every day was a new learning experience. In just a few months, we were selling 20 custom controllers per month, and we knew we had to expand. And that's when we began making mistakes. In our efforts to grow, we started selling Xbox Live codes. And in the beginning, everything was going well. Soon, we realized a large portion of our Xbox Live code sales were getting chargebacks. People with stolen credit cards were making unauthorized purchases. We were devastated. We had put all of our savings into this business. Looking back, it was just a setback. $2,000 is small to some, but to two kids running a business out of their parents' basement, it was devastating. I knew I had to reevaluate what I was doing and keep my eye on the future. We finished out 2015 strong, with more buyers than we had controllers. We did our best, but with such a small operation, there were going to be growing pains. In 2016, we expanded our selling platforms. Most of 2016 was just growing and improving our process. We started to sell used controllers, which we would customize and sell as refurbished. Every single time we'd reach a new milestone, my eyes would be open to the new possibilities of what this business could become. Our goal was to support ourselves financially through our business. We reinvested everything, hoping that in the long term, it would all pay off. We continued into 2017, doubling down on what had worked in 2016. We went from having 100 controllers in stock at a time to hundreds. We would spend hours testing them on our Xbox and PlayStation to make sure we identified any potential issues. We had good relationships with our suppliers, so we had an easier time getting inventory. In 2017, we made a big leap and ordered 3,000 brand new Xbox and PlayStation controllers to use as stock. This was our biggest order ever, and also our first ever order of brand new controllers. We had spent months planning and contacting suppliers to make this happen. Along with that, we were launching these products on our newest sales platform, Amazon. There was a much larger learning curve this time around, but after some trial and error, we figured it out. 2017 would be our best year to date, far exceeding our goals and expectations. This was the point in our business where it started to feel like a real business. We'd finally treated ourselves and went out to Target and bought a Battlefield 1 Edition Xbox One to celebrate the year. In 2018, we were more excited than ever. We had outgrown the basement and were beginning to feel bad about the amount of space we were taking up. But now, we were in a position we could afford our own space. There weren't many options here in Bangor, Maine, but in July, we finally landed a 1,200 square foot space inside a shared building. I remembered sitting down in our new space and thinking, this is crazy, this is our own space. I couldn't believe how far we'd come. This was a big milestone for us. We now had a place that we could show our family and friends when they wanted to know more about what we do. One of the most difficult things back then was explaining what we did for work. People who weren't in the gaming space just didn't get it. Imagine talking to one of your friends from high school and they tell you they own a custom gaming controller company. With the rest of 2018, we began to double down on what had worked the year before. We sold thousands of gaming controllers and continued to expand our selection of products and colors. By this point, we had multiple employees to help assemble and ship out our custom products. That year, we once again exceeded our expectations. We still couldn't believe it. The demand for custom gaming products and the gaming industry as a whole was growing. For the most part, 2019 was business as usual. We ended with a very solid year, but I still wasn't satisfied. When you launch your own company, a lot of things are learned through the trial and error process. We had attempted to expand our product selection in the past, but had little success with most of our efforts. These were minor setbacks considering how much growth we had had with our main products, but it was still frustrating at times. We had so much potential and we were in the perfect position to do some really amazing, impactful things with this business. I didn't want to live my life looking back on this thinking, what if? What if I didn't try my hardest and make my dreams become a reality? That's when things really started to change.